Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, we are from Group 5 with the members Ayu Kumala, Kisti Visabila, and Zaki Kholisunur. In this section, we will discuss about semantic. So, give your attention and let's go to the slide.
Semantic is the study of language meaning, the meaning of a word, phrase, sentence, or text. Linguistic semantic has been defined as the study of how language organize and express meaning. Semantic in British English, of or relating to meaning or arising from distinction between the meaning of different words or symbol. Then, of or relating to semantic and logic concerned with the interpretation of a formal theory, as when truth tables are given as an account of the sentential connective. Semantic in American English, of a pertaining to meaning, ESP, meaning and language, of or according to semantic as a branch of linguistic or of semiotic. Then, of pertaining to or arising from the different meaning of words or other symbol, and of or pertaining to semantic.
Semantic features. Definitions. George Yule's The Study of Language, 5th edition states that semantic features are basic elements such as plus human or minus human used in an analysis of the components of a word meaning. And then the other definition, semantic features is the specific features of a word that helps to decide if the word fits based on the context of the sentences. Then let's see to the example. What's wrong with these sentences? The hamburger ate the boy. The table listened to the radio. So, are they wrong grammatically? Is the syntax incorrect? Then what? Okay, let's see to the next slide. Yes, the sentences are syntactically good, but the problem is with the meaning of the words used. They are wrong semantically. Hamburger and table lack the crucial features or attributes that are required to eat and listen, so they cannot be the subject of the verbs. Next, only living entities can perform the action of eating or listening. So the entity or noun able to perform this action should have an attribute plus or not having minus that particular feature. We can make this observation more generally applicable by trying to determine the crucial element or feature of meaning that any noun must have in order to be used as the subject of the verb eat. Such an element may be as general as animate being. Features that can be considered may be as general as plus animate or minus animate, plus human or minus human, plus female or minus female, and then plus adult or minus adult. Or if the words are fairly similar, they may be made as specific as required. So we need to see to the next slide. Let's see the diagram. From a feature analysis like this, we can say at least part of the meaning of the word girls in English involves the element plus human, plus female, and minus adult. We can also characterize the feature that is crucially required in a noun in order for it to appear as the subject of a particular verb, supplementing the syntactic analysis with the semantic features. Then let's see to the unfinished sentence. The blah 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 is reading the newspaper. So the blank space must to be filled with plus human. This approach would give us the ability to predict which noun make this sentence semantically odd. Some examples would be table, horse, and hamburger because none of them have the required feature plus human.
The next is semantic rules. Definition. A semantic rule is the underlying relationship that a participant has with the main verb in a clause. Semantic rule is the actual role a participant plays in some real or imagined situation, apart from the linguistic encoding of those situations.
Example: if in some real or imagined situation, someone named John purposely hit someone named Bill, then John is the agent and Bill is the patient of the hitting event. Therefore, the semantic role of Bill is the same or patient in both of the following sentences. John hit Bill. Bill was hit by John. In both of the above sentences, John has the semantic role of agent.
Lexical relationships are the connections established between one word and another. For example, we all know that the opposite of closed is open, and that literature is similar to book. These words have a significant relationship to one another, whereas words like chair and coffee might have no meaningful relationships. Thus, certain lexical relationships can inform us about the meaning of a word. There are a few common types of lexical relationships: synonymy, antonymy, hyponymy, and polysemy. This is not all the known types of lexical relationships, but as an introduction to lexical relations, this will suffice. Synonymy is the idea that some words have the same meaning as other. Though this is not always the case, that is, there are some synonyms which cannot replace one another in a sentence. We will give some examples of this further down. When words have the same meaning, they can replace one another without altering the meaning of a sentence. For the example, Jane is quick, Jane is fast, Jane is speedy. The words quick, fast, and speedy has same meaning. The next is antonymy. Antonymy is precisely the opposite of synonymy. With antonymy, we are concerned with constructions which are opposite to one another with respect to lexical relationships. For example, ice hot, beautiful ugly, and big small. These words have meanings which are opposite to one another, and these opposite meanings come in two forms: categorical and continuous. The next one is hyponymy. Hyponymy is similar to the notion of embeddedness, meaning the semantics of one object is implied by another. That is to say, because words represent objects, the semantic properties of a particular object, like whether it is a female or animate, can be embedded in a word that implies those same objects, and also the meaning of word X can be embedded in word Z. For example, Donald Trump implies human or animate. This is due to the fact that Donald Trump, despite the beliefs of others, is both a human and animate. With each word, there is implied the notion of another semantic features. The last one is polysemy. Deals with constructions that have multiple meanings. For the example, head, over, or letter can all adopt multiple meanings. These words could be considered polysemous since they each have many potential meanings. The word head can be used to refer to the top of someone's body. Jane received a head injury. It can be used to refer to the front of a line. Jane is at the head of the line. It can also be used to refer to how prepared someone is. Jane is way ahead of the curve. She already read the chapter for next week. So, the word head is polynemous since it has many meanings. Collocations are lexically and/or pragmatically constant, recurrent co-occurrences of at least two lexical items which are in a direct syntactic relation with each other. This notion is well known in English linguistics and lexicography. In Slovene, typical collocations of nouns are adjectives, nouns, and verbs. Typical collocates of adjectives are adverbs and nouns. Verbs collocates fill valency positions or modify the verb. Research shows that collocations strengthen terminological definition and/or facilitate its understandability. Together with examples, they enable quicker understanding of the concept of the lex. This has been confirmed by the experts in the public relations field who participate in the survey on the understandability, clarity, and relevance of the collocations information in the terminological database. Okay, that's all from our groups. Thank you for your attention. And if you have suggestions, critiques, or questions, please. And we are sorry if we have mistakes. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.